last time. We have that calling says, Christless Christianity without a church. A churchless Christianity. That I'm a good person, but don't put me to the church. A lot of issues in the churches, a lot of mixed teaching and so on, so I'm not going to the church. I will be Christian to my own way. That's wrong. Here says, who abided to Zion and Jerusalem is the one recorded between living. So it means my life is saved when I'm only abided to the church. Okay? When I'm coming to the church. I will never understand the Bible out of the church. Abided to the teaching, abided to the commandment. Everything the church is giving is the right direction for you to go, like your GPS. Without this one, you will lose the way. However, you can walk and you know the roads, but you are losing the directions. Okay. Another verse we can start with in chapter 5. And but before we go to chapter 5, there is one thing we need to mention. That also in chapter 4, in verse number 2, says, in that day the branch of the Lord shall be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and appealing for those of Israel who have escaped. Okay. In Aramaic, in the Aramaic language, okay, that branch means what? Nazirah, from Nazirah. So also now Isaiah is prophesying about Jesus Christ who's coming from Nazareth. Because when you go back to the language of the Aramaic language, that branch means Nazareth. And you find only some prophecies who wrote about that branch, about Jesus coming from Nazareth. It's like Jeremiah, Isaiah, and Zechariah. Those three prophecies were talking about Jesus Christ, that he's a branch coming from Nazareth. Okay? Understand that? That's why we say Isaiah is the fifth Bible, fifth gospel. Okay, we have four gospels. And that's considered number 5 because he's prophesying about the birth of Jesus, about his service and the life, and about his going to the cross, and about his death and resurrection. He's talking about that all in his prophecy. That's why we consider Isaiah is the most important thing he's talking about it. And all his verses and chapter are talking about calling people and blaming them for what they do, calling them for repentance. That's why in all the chapters you'll find that he started with, you need to do this. And this is the result if you're not doing that. And you can see what you have done wrong and how God is going to punish. That's all how Isaiah is talking to the people on that time. Okay? He spoke with them in threatening way. He's telling them, you see, you are corrupted from head to the feet. You are corrupted. And now he's talked to them about the result of that. But now he's going to talk to them in chapter number 5 about something very beautiful, but also is very strong. He says for them like a song. Okay? Let's listen for this one. Now let me sing to you, to my well-beloved, a song of my beloved regarding his vineyard. My well-beloved has a vineyard on a very beautiful hill. He dug it up and cleared out its stones and planted it with the choicest vine. He built a tower in its midst and also made a wine press in it. So he expected it to bring forth good grape, but it brought forth wild grapes. And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, judge, please, between me and my vineyard. What more could have been done to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Why then, when I expected to bring forth good grapes, did it bring forth wild grapes? Okay, can we take this one as a way of a question to ourselves? He's talking that a vine yard being planted with the best type of vine. Okay, so he bought that thing in a very best place, and on here he planted the vine. And what he have done, he the vineyard on a very fruitful hill. So as you go to buy the land, which you know that's the best fruits coming from this place, and he dug it up and cleared out its stones. So it's not only he make it nicely, but he started to dig around and remove the stones and the weeds and anything can hurt the plant. And planted with the choicest vine. He brought the best type of vine and he planted in. Even he built a tower. What the tower function? If you build a tower in the midst of this vineyard, what's the benefit of having this one? Have a look on it. You watch it. Exactly. To overlook and to protect, because there is a small type of foxes, they can damage the big vineyard. So even that one to take care. And also made a vine press in it. If you brought a vine press, it means what? You are sure that the vine, the grapes will be the best one. That's right. You know, still in Bush, in South Africa, they say this is the best vineyard there. So if you buy that fantastic and you prepare it that way, and you put a tower and you brought the vine dress, the vine presser in it, it means you done everything you need to do. That's right. So here we went and we bought a new bus. We make sure it's full of fuel, and security wise and safety in driving is great. Okay, and then you sure that your driver is the best one. So what do you expect from this one? You expect they will drive it nicely, they will bring the people to the church and so on. But the result wasn't that way. Okay, the grape came out of it was a wild grape, very bad. So he's asking now, please judge between me and it and my vineyard. What more could have done to my vineyard that I have not done in it? And why then, when I expected it to bring forth good grapes, did it bring forth wild grapes? Okay, this is exactly how God treated you and me. Okay, we've been His creation. He created us to His likeness and image. Is there any beautiful creation more than that? Absolutely not. We've been created to His likeness and image. He protected us by the commandments from the Old Testament and the New Testament. But now we are talking about the Old Testament. So he gave us all the commandment. Don't do that and do this and give me the tithes, which is the things you give to others. Don't think when God give you something, it means you are the best one. No, he gave you to test you. Are you going to help others or not? Will you go and give to the people who don't have or not? He give you knowledge. Will you help others or not? He give you good health. Will you go to help others or not? He give you a job. Will you go to buy something for someone who don't find something to eat? This is what God gonna ask you. What I give you, what have you done with it? He gave all of that. He gave us the professors who can teach us the right thing. And now he gave us the gospels to let us know what we need to do in everything. All of that, at the end, they are corrupted. At the end, we are not doing what he asked us to do. We are just went wrong in a different directions. And he's saying now, what wrong I have done? What did I kept waiting and it does not give me that fruits? Here, there is no excuse for any of us because all what God gave to us to be a better in life, better in knowledge, we are not using it. We start to draft right and center. We start even to come against the Bible. That's the result of the freedom. Okay? When God say here, I made all of that, fine? And the grape does not came the best grape. It means what? We have the choices. That's right. He gave us everything, and then we have the choice. So we choose the wrong direction, but he gave us everything right. He prepared everything. He gave us the tools. He gave us the people who can talk to us. He gave us the church. He gave us the Bible. But then it's your choice. So the choice now is the bad grapes, the wild grapes. So we can say here what God will do in that, because he now asking them, please judge between this and this. Please between me and my vineyard. What more could have been done to my vineyard that I have not done? Tell me, what else missing to do the right thing? Can you give me a reason? Including me also. What makes me not to come to pray? What makes me not stand up in the morning when I wake up and I pray? What makes me not pray before I go to bed? What makes me not to come to apply the confession and the communion and partaking and all the sacrament? What stopped me of having the good relation between man and a woman, wife and a husband, a son and his parents, a daughter and her parents? What stopped me of that? It's not written in a commandment. It's not being instructed in the Bible. What makes me not do the right thing is not being mentioned to do the right thing because we in his likeness and image. So now he say, what else I have not done? What I need to do to make it much better? Then God will answer that and he say, and now please let me tell you what I will do to my vineyard. Now the answer will come from God himself. What he will do with his vineyard. Yes. Okay. That will come here in verse number 7. God will explain it for us. Okay. He will do, I will take away its hedge, and it shall be burned, and break down its wall, and it shall be tumbled down. I will lay it waste, it shall not be burned or dug, but there shall come up briars and thorns. I will also command the cloud that they rain no rain on it. And then God here explaining, say, for the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah are his pleasant plant. He looked for justice, but behold, oppression, for righteousness, but behold, a cry for help. But let's go here for the action God will take. The action God will take is exactly what God is doing in our life every day. He's sending us a messages of repentance. Have you seen that God will finish it from once, or he will take steps? Steps like what? He will remove, take away the hedge, the first, and it shall be burned, second, and break down its walls, third, and it shall be trampled down, fourth, and I will lie it waste, fifth. You count how many things God will do before? This is exactly what happened in our life. When he gave us everything and we just ignore him, he sent you some issues in the life. then in order for you to listen, oh, where I am from that. That's why always we say when we have a problem in our life, don't focus on the problem. Focus where is God in the problem. Because God would like to talk to you through the problems happening, through some sicknesses, through me losing my job. So God gave me a good job, okay? And end of the month, I get my salary. What I will do? I will go directly today, 1st of March, I will go to have drink and get drunk. Happening or not? Happening. That's right, happening. It happens. And then I will start not doing the right thing. However, I would say when you get your salary, whatever it is, even $100 million does not matter. Believe me, the blessing comes only when the heart is moving forward. Not the money is much. It's not so important. That $100 got sent to me today. I will check. In the Old Testament, it called 10%, the tithes. In the New Testament, is giving more than that because we are living in the grace of God's. We cannot count the grace of God He gave to us. So this one, I will take the 10%. I will go. Oh, I know that my neighbor, he's suffering. He don't have anything. Why not I buy 2 loaves of bread and I give it to him? I know that person is very sick and I am healthy. Why not I go and check on him and visit them? Does not carry money. When you go to Matthew 25, you will see that there is 6 types of charity you need to do. Not all of them are talking about money. They only talk about the compassionate heart. Okay? Do it. And you will see the blessing reward in your life. So here God is permitting a lot of things for us to wake us up. Like the little child when he took money from the pocket of his mom in order to buy sweets. So what does it mean? Is he clever? No. God is giving him a chance and you a chance to teach him what's right, what's wrong. Because you've been taught that. That's why you are a good mom and you are a good dad. Because God gave you the direction of doing the right thing. So you should not be only punishing, but teaching. Can you teach only at home? Or you can teach only in the church? So the church is very important in our life. We should not ignore it. Okay? Fear of God is very important also. The word fear, when I say I'm afraid, this is not the right word. That's right. It's not nice. When I tell you, no, I'm very afraid person. This is not good. But when I tell you I'm a very afraid person from God, this is a very good word, and this is strength comes in that point. So the strength in the word, the fear of God, it gives me wisdom. It gives me a wake up to do the right thing, not the bad thing. Okay? So it's very important that the fear of God is leading me to do the right thing. Don't escape from God because He is everywhere. We cannot go away from Him. So every message comes to you, even disease, even losing job, even problems, even accident you see somewhere, even someone passed away. Take this all as a message to wake you up, to see where I am from the commandment, where I am from the fear of God. So if you have something in your life you think it's a problem, no, it's not a problem. Think about it. Pray and think on that. Why God allows that to happen? For sure there is a reason. For sure God would like to talk to me because we are very valuable to Him. He's not creating you and me that we can suffer in the world at all. But we are the people by our will cause that suffering. Because He built the vineyard in a best hill, which is a very fruitful. He done a hedge around. He make a tower in the middle. And this tower is your Holy Spirit in you. It makes you wake up. Oh, this is the Holy Spirit in me. I should not steal. The Holy Spirit in me, I'm not going to do an adultery. The Holy Spirit in me says, don't go and insult others. This is the tower in you, is watching what we do. Okay? And that's why when we are in that age and you come and you find something in here, you would like to take it. You think before and you say, no, I will not do it. Who told you not to do it? Spirit in you. Okay? That's why St. Paul says, don't dim the Spirit. How we don't dim the Spirit? prayers, watching that God in everything in our life, praying that God help us to do the right things. This is all what we need to have and to look into God, why you permit that to happen to us. For sure, there is a reason. And start, we are fighting with God in every time. Why you create me like that? Why you put me in this position? Why you allow me this sickness? Look where God in that happened, where He is. He is very obvious on that. And He's trying to talk to you many times before, but you ignore His call. So He came to you. He's coming more loudly to you that you can listen to Him. And the righteous person, the person who really know how to communicate with God, nothing will break him down. Nothing will make you broken. That's why we say, whatever happening to me, I'm sure that God is permitting that. So I thank God for everything. Like Job. I hope we can read Job during the Great Lament. It says that is we thank God for the good things and we don't thank Him for the things which is less positive. He's telling his wife, are we really thank God for everything good He give to us? And we don't thank Him for the things we think it's bad. So we have to thank Him for everything. And it's a commandment. When the Bible say pray all the time, thank all the time, be happy all the time. What does it mean all the time? It is specifying a certain dates or a certain occasions, or it only specify that all the time. The time is good and the time is not good in our eyes. We're going to thank Him for that. The time is good, I will pray. The time is not good, I also will pray. The time is good, I will be happy. The time is not good, I will also be happy. So nobody can take your happiness out of you. I will give you a joy that no one else can take it away. And here God in verse number 6 says, I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain on it. So even everything that God created, He can order. But God here say something very important. Who's the one of the creation got the freedom? Did the cloud have a freedom to rain today or not to rain today? Absolutely no. Okay, who have the freedom to decide? Me and you. But here, the cloud, He will tell them not rain, they will not rain. Okay, the sun, don't sunrise, it will not rise. So everything God created is obedient to God, except we, because He loved us, He gave us the freedom. And instead of we praise Him with the freedom, we start to come against Him with the freedom. Remember Jonah? What have done? God ordered the plant to grow up now. Okay? That fig tree or that fig plant where Jonah was just getting the shade. God asked it now up. Grow up now. It's grown up now. Die now. Dead now. The whale, go and get Jonah. Okay. Don't eat him. Just keep him inside. Okay. Spit him on the shore. Okay. The wind, be strong and make the sea up and down. Okay. Get calm. Okay. Who's the only one who's really troubling all the situation? Jonah. Yes? We used our freedom in the wrong direction. And then God is trying to talk to us in a different ways. But we have to listen. So nothing is wrong happening in your life. You are the cause of the things happening in your life because this is the way God would like to talk with you. Okay? Okay. And then here God is explaining who's the vineyard, who's the vine dresser, and that. In verse number 8, God will give us the reason why this vine yard is being not fruitful. What the reasons? He will tell here. Woe to those who join house to house. They add field to field, till there is no place where they may dwell alone in the midst of the land. In my hearing, the Lord of hosts said, truly many houses shall be desolate, great and beautiful ones without inhabitant. For 10 acres of vineyard shall yield one bath, and a homer of seed shall yield one ephah. Okay, what does it mean? We will go now. Going down will come also in sequence. Like God has shown us that the vineyard will be removed in a sequence, He will show us why the vineyard was not giving the good grapes, but gave us the wild grapes. What is the reason? First one of them, about who join house to house, they add field to field. That talk about the selfishness. The person who's talking only or doing everything in a very selfish way. He's not thinking about others. A house to house, a field to field. He tries to collect as much as he can without thinking about others. He's the one very selfish. And the selfishness, what will lead in? Will lead into to dwell alone in the midst of the land. He could have everything, but he's alone and no one else around him. He's just a lonely person. So first thing, that they have the selfishness. Second, that their houses will be just separated. They're going to be alone. Okay? So being a selfish, not feeling the others, and not being a part of helping others, it's a selfishness. Okay? The second is their houses be desolate. Great and beautiful ones, but without inhabitant. And then the third one, that they have 10 acres of vineyard shall yield one path. Okay. The measures. Okay. The 10 acres should make uh, how many paths of vine grapes? According to the measures, it should make 500 passes. The pass is a measure of a quantity. Okay. So let's say that is the quantity that the one acres, one acres, one piece of land should give us that 50 type of grapes, 50 measure of grapes, like let's say 50 kilos, 50 tons, whatever, because it's a measure. So this 10 acres will give us only one pass. So it does not give anything because of the selfishness. Don't think selfishness will give you benefit. Selfishness will give you nothing. Even the things in your hand will not be blessed. Because if the blessing is there, those 10 acres should give 500 basses, but it give only one. So where is the other 449? No, they're not. Do you think when I'm selfish, I will get blessing? Absolutely not. No, no blessings. You will not feel the blessing in your hand. That's why we say, if even I have one piece of bread and I share it with someone, this is a blessing will happen. But if I keep everything and I see the needy and I don't give, that will never happen. We tested here in the church, to be honest with you. We always tested here. One time I remember it was like 6 or 7 years back, and we need to give clothes out. We got donation of clothes, and we need to give it to another village nearby. And we will think they are like 400 child or 500 child in that village. We say, okay, don't give now. Keep it until we gather more and more and more, and then we give it once. That was a wrong message. However, we think positive. We don't think to keep it away. We need to give it, but when we collect the quantity. And it happens. Bishop ordered that no, give it now. Don't worry. When you give, it will come again. When you give, it will come again. Do you think the church now does not have enough clothes? As you see, big container, and we still giving out, and still God sending, and we still giving out, here and there and whoever. So exactly when you give, this is a blessing. God tell you, no, you give, no, I will give you more. Not because you are so good. No, because I give you to give others. So God, when He give us something good, when He give us the good things in our life, it's in order to share with others, not to keep it alone. You see here, houses to houses, field to field, and then alone. And then the 10 acres will make only one pass. But God, they should make 500 passes or 500 tons, whatever the measure. He say, no, 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 no. Because you kept it by selfishness, there is no blessing for it. Okay. This number 3. So number 4 says, woe to those who rise early in the morning that they may follow intoxicating drink, like drunk, who can continue until night till wine inflames them. The harp, the strings, the trampoline, the tambourine, and the flute and wine are in their feasts. But they do not regard the work of the Lord, nor consider the operation of his hands. There is one say from the fathers of the church, says that God, who created you without you, he cannot give you salvation without you also. So God, when he created me and you, he created us without we us exist. That's right. He created you and me, and we were just not there yet. We cannot get our salvation. He cannot give our salvation even also without us, because we are the people will go into our salvation. God is one. The message of God is what He need all of us for salvation. He need all of us to His heavenly kingdom. But are all of us will go to the heavenly kingdom? There are some people who will perish, who are not following the way, who ignored God, who already got the message and they are not there. So that's why here he says, those type of people who followed up the selfishness, what will happen? What's the consequences? They will go into, their life will be only about party. They will perish. They will be ended by that. But their life will be only about party, about drinking, the alcohol. They will be flamed with the wine or the type of alcohol there. And that will give us an answer about the drinking. We don't allow. Don't tell me it's only a little. I can control myself. It's only a little. No, no. Go back again to the verse. Start with a little and lead it into finishing you. Okay? So it's not about, come on, Father, it's only this is a Christmas time. This is a New Year time. Let me only drink a little with the party and with the youth and with the family and the tribe or whoever. Let me try it only once. No. If you try it once, you cannot control. You will see here the rest of that one. The sin will take you very fast down. Okay? Can we wake up? Okay. So now, those type of people, they will never look to the work of God. And here is a very important verse, number 13. Says, therefore, my people have gone into captivity because they have no knowledge. Their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst, because of they have no knowledge. What happened to them? Captivity. What does mean captivity? So captivity is what? When I captivize you, I take out your freedom. Okay? You know that is like the very severe colonization. What happened? When they come, I'm the owner of the land, but I cannot even move 1 meter out. That's right. So I am free, and I am the son of God. I am son of king. He called us holies. But at a certain moment, when I give myself to sin, what happened? The sin make you as a slave. You cannot move out of it. Yes, you feel yourself free and you can go here a party, you can go here for a drink, you can do the sin, but you are still in the field of the sin. You cannot go out. That's why we say to some people, and this is very important for you for the beer competition or the bullying, when they tell you, but you really cannot come and drink with us. Are you a child? You cannot even decide to stay strong and you drink and you don't be drunk. We tell them something. It's easy for me to be like you. And it's very hard for you to be like me. Okay? So get this as a message. Because in the beer competition and the bullying, even between the teenagers and youth, it comes this way. Come and let's party. Don't be shy. Don't be child. Don't be afraid. Don't worry, you will drink only a little. Don't worry, you will go into relation, nothing will happen. What happened at the end? We find young men became suddenly as a fathers, and they don't know anything about responsibility. Young ladies became their mom, and they still even cannot feed themselves. How are they going to feed a child? In a body structure itself, they cannot give breastfeeding. They cannot. Medically, no. And then you start getting drink, then you will be drunk, you will be addicted. Try to smoke little, and then you will be addicted to drugs. Don't be like that in front of those things. Be strong. How to be strong? Say, no, no, no. It's easy for you. It's easy for me to be like you. To fail in all of that, it's very easy. What will cost me? Just go. And when you go for this way, you'll find people who will pay for you. That's why no wonder when we don't have money and we can find some people are drunk. Why? Come on, I will pay for you because I will make you as a joke between others. So be careful of that. So we tell them, I can easily be like you, but for you it's very hard to be like me, controlling and have the fear of God in the heart. It's not easy. So it will take a time of work. Okay? So make this message always in front of you. Easy for me to be like those people, and hard for them to be like me in the house of God. How many we are here and how many are outside? Are you not able to go now outside and to stay with them, to party? It's a weekend and it's easy. It will not cost you a lot. You just go to the location and that's it. But for them to be here, it will take a time for them. Take an effort. Okay? Okay. And then verse 15 says, people shall be brought down. Each man shall be humbled, and the eyes of lofty shall be humbled. But the Lord of hosts shall be exalted in judgment, and God who is holy shall be Hollywood in righteousness. You see how the men, when we fail into that sin, what happened to us? We just lose everything. We just broken. So even those people we think they are great and they are amazing and they have everything, and the rich does not end, they lose everything. And the verse here says, people shall brought down, each man shall be humble, and the eyes of lofty shall be humbled. So all those people, they think themselves very high. What happens to them? All down. All those people we see, oh, but they are getting mighty. They are getting more rich. They are getting more fat. They are getting, and they are corrupted. Wait, God is giving them the time. And you are in a better position. You in that situation, even if I feel myself I'm poor, but I'm in a different position. God is not looking to how rich you are at all. Even the church does not look into people how rich they are. No. We look into the heart. That's why when we come to pray, we say, lift up your heart. Did we say lift up your pocket? Lift up your bag? Lift up your heart. You lift up your heart, this is the only thing God will look into. But those mighty in richnesses and those mighty in corruption, and they are mighty being a lot and fat and so on, and we say, why God you allow them like that? Put that in the holy way of thinking, not in a personal way of thinking. Personal way of thinking, say, okay, let me be like them. I don't care about others. Please read Psalm number 73. Write it down. Psalm number 73. It exactly explains why God is giving them the time and give them the chances. Okay? Because all of us, we may be troubled when we see people, but He's getting more and more mighty, and we know that he's corrupted. We know that he's not a good person, but he's getting more health. 73. Yeah. But when we read it, touching on that, we will understand why God's permitting it. When we read it and we understand this one, we will see God how He gonna charge people if they are not redirecting their way. Whoever goes with God's way, he will be in blessing. And whoever not going in a God's direction, you will see the rest of the verses we read it already. That will be their life. But whoever go in the God direction will be always in blessing. Okay. Then the lamb shall feed in their pasture, and in the waste places of the fat ones a stranger shall eat. Woe to those who draw iniquity with cord of vanity, and sin as if with a cart rope. I need you to stop at that verse. It's very important. This is explain exactly our life and how we are weak sometimes and how we think we ourselves is strong. It goes like that. Those who draw iniquity with a cord of vanity and sin as if with a cart rope. What does it mean? Sometimes I say I'm controlling myself of sin. Okay? But if you start sin a little thing, it's exactly like you go down from a hill, okay? You think yourself you're holding a rope, okay? So I will tell you, if you are going with a horse or a cart from the hill or a bicycle and you're holding, do you think you can stop at any time? It's right, but you think yourself is holding it. You think yourself you are in control, but you're not. Because going down with a sin, very fast, very fast. So in the beginning of the chapters of Isaiah, we say going up to Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the church, where is God is, where the commandment, where the teaching is going up. And going down is very fast. You think yourself you control, but you are not. That's why we say it. Start with a little smoke. Don't worry. You can control yourself. If you say that, it means you are holding a rope and you are going down the hill. So it means it's going fast, but you imagine you are in control, but you are not. Okay? This is exactly the sin. Give us this illusion that we think we are in control of everything. So I will talk about you when you are not here. But I just gonna talk with him because he's my best friend. So I will control the judgment. No, you are going down. Anything negative you will do, please remember that one. Okay? Write it. Verse number 18. It says, those who draw iniquity with cords of vanity, like in vain, cord of vain, that will not work. I'm going down the hill like that, and I'm holding like you drive a car without a brake. You are in the car, and you have the steering. That's right. It means you control the car. There is no brake. Okay? It means what? You will collapse with the car. So even do a small sin, it means you are going down with it. You are not controlling yourself. As if sin with a car through. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and a light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. That exactly when we go into sin. We change all the explanations. We change all the correct understanding. We say the bad is good and the good is bad. I will tell you something. It happened in America a few years back when they started to come for the transgender. Like a man married from a man, a woman married from a woman, and a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man. It's all against the Bible. What they have done when they went to the court, they got a high banners, they write it, you guys will change the history. Because what you're doing now will be the barrier between what we need to do as a freedom and as a right people and what the Bible told us to do. They find the right thing is to be against the Bible, and the wrong thing is what they will do to follow the Bible. The right thing they do against the Bible. That's why I will tell you something very important. When the sin entered the human being, it's corrupted us. It made us going into the wrong thing as if it is the right thing. Made us more courage against the commandment. I will do it. Why? It's my tribe tradition. Things we have to do. We say no. When we start to think by logic and leave the Bible teaching, we start now to go into homosexuality. And they think that we are creating a history and to stop what the Bible told us to do. We are going to change now everything. That's why those people, when they start to pray at the way of prayers, they say, Our Father who art in heaven, stay in heaven. You imagine? Our Father who art in heaven, stay in heaven. We have our own way. Do you think God is waiting for that to happen? No wonder about the pandemic happening in the world. No worries about the world. So why people say that God is violent? God is allowing that to happen. We tell them, please go to the Bible, which you close it, and you do not even pay an effort to read it. If you read it, you will understand it. If you open and you listen it in the church, you will understand why God allowed that. It's exactly when from step to step until Martin Luther came, he deleted the 1,500 years before. 1,500 years of apostolic traditional teaching. And don't tell me that I believe only in the Bible. I will tell you are wrong. The Bible and the apostolic traditional book. Why? Because we hold the church, the first church, they hold the faith, okay, from the apostolic traditional book before the Bible be in their hand. The Bible being collected as a 23 boxes from the New Testament by the year 170. The apostolic traditional book is before the Bible being collected. Stephen, the first martyr, the deacon, do you think he already had the time to read the epistles of St. Paul? No. St. Paul was standing here, Stephen was there, and they stoned him. Did he read the Gospels? It's not being written yet. So why he believe in God? The teaching, what they deliver him. Okay? So we believe in the apostolic tradition, teaching, and the Bible. That's why when you come to say why I should fast, it's not written in the Bible to fast Friday and Wednesday. I would say no. Go to the apostolic traditional book, you'll find it. Many things is written in the apostolic traditional book. We should not ignore it. And don't tell me only the Bible, I can understand it alone at home. I will tell you are mistaken. When that happened, what led us into now we have 70,000 Protestant churches. We know nothing what they are teaching. We don't know what they would like to say. We don't know if they say right or wrong. So no wonder that today at each church, not a church actually, they say that we have a prophecy here. Come and I do for you a prophecy. I knock your door. Listen, there is something in your house. I'm a prophet. We say, no, you are mistaken. Go out. Kick him out of the house. Don't allow that. Don't allow that. I need a job. I will go to Father to have a prophecy. What Father will do for a prophecy? He will stand and pray for you and say, according to your will, not according to our will. That's the only thing. Okay? So we started to have like an unknowledgeable leaders. They think they are leaders. They think they are leaders and they have a people behind them. I will not say people can be blamed, but I will say the leaders will be blamed. And they will be standing in front of God to tell them, What have you done with what I give you? You thought yourself you can lead people into wrong directions. But those are the people who are very valuable at my life. I created them and they are very valuable. I will not let you to lead them into darkness. So that's why please be careful of anything will knock your door for a teaching. We say no. We have the right way. We understand only the Bible in the church. Not through someone can tell us, I will tell you everything and a prophecy. We are being deceived a lot. Okay, so we cannot allow that again. Okay. Verse 21. To those who are wise in their own eyes and burdened in their own sight. Those people who think that we are very wise in our eyes. In myself, I think I'm a perfect person. I'm a wise person. Whatever I will say is the right thing. Whatever I will do is the best thing. This is the people who are stuck up, who have their nose high. They feel, no, no, I'm the right one. All what I say is the right thing. In the church, you have to ask, why this thing? What's the reference of that? This is why we are here, to learn everything right. Not because of this is you have to do it, then don't ask why you do it. We say, no, 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 no. Teach us why we do this. What the reflection of that. But some others, even in the life, they think, we are the best. I'm the only one who can understand. You don't understand. I'm the only one who will take the right decision, not you. So we'll not share a talk together. This is how those people are thinking. And this is what says, don't be wise in your own eyes and a burdened in their own sight. They think that no one else. And that is exactly what happened. Okay, are we all together? Okay. And that is what exactly happened. If I tell you now, let's go at any location here in Namibia or somewhere else, where someone have a name in the church, we don't understand it. He call it a church. Go inside, tell him what you are teaching. Then he will tell you a different direction. Leave him and go to the other place. What are you teaching? He will give you another meaning. I have experienced that myself. I went to places where I'm asking about a certain verse. Would you explain it for me in your place? No, we cannot. This is how it is, and that's it. We are right. This is how it should be. We say, no. There is a lot of, where is the fathers? Where is the church saints? Where is the explanation of that? We cannot ignore the councils, the Nicaea and Ephesus and Constantinople. We cannot ignore that. Okay? So in everything, those who think themselves we are the right and everything we say is the correct thing and we no negotiation, we tell them no, you are wrong. God was talking to people by examples, parables, to let them understand it. He come down to their way of talk and to the way of education, and he started to teach them. That's why no wonder Luke is a doctor. Luke, the apostle, he's a doctor. Peter is a fisherman. Levi or Matthew, he's a tax collector. Everyone in a different way of education. But how come all of them saying the same word and the same explanation? Because they've been getting the message right. Not everyone get the message in a different meaning. And that's what we are suffering from today. No wonder when you find someone who is asking adult to go and rape children because you're going to be healed from HIV. Go and kill someone, you will be rich. I will come here, I will book the stadium, and if you sit next to me, you touch me, you will be rich. Why we believe in that? Why we left that one behind? Why we just ignore the word and the teaching? Why we felt that we are right when we do that? This is exactly applied to us. Okay? Woe to men mighty at drinking wine, woe to men valiant of mixing intoxicating drink. Those people who think that we are strong enough. We can drink, no problem. Wedding, yes, I'm coming to the wedding. I will drink a lot. Don't worry, I will be good. No, it will be the joke of the place. So that they think themselves we are strong. So again, when those People come to tell you, don't worry, come and drink. It's a wedding. We say, no, no, I can attend the wedding, but I don't have to drink. I don't have to be drunk. I don't even to start with that because it's a commandment. You see how God is warning us from that. He say, woe. Woe, it means a big problem on that when you do this. I'm not accepting this. And we start now today, 2025, and this is Isaiah 750 years or 800 years before Christ. We still negotiate in the same talk. And we say, no, 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 why not? I can go and drink. We say, no, don't do that. Why? The Bible says it. The Bible says it. Instead of you go and to spend money in drinking, go and give some charity. If this money is extra with you and you don't know what to do with it, go and help some others. You see, streets are full of people and they need help. Those are the blessing in your life. God caused a lot of things for you to go and help them. Orphanages, people sleeping in the street, homeless, sick people, they're all in need. Have you ever been to the hospital to find someone need one soap? One piece of soap. Do you think it's not worth it? God will not look to this one as the two mice of the widow. So you can do a lot. You can do a lot. Believe me, you are very rich because you have the fear of God. Have you ever think that I will go to the public hospital with five pieces of soap? You will find some people are there sleeping on the floor. Give them the phone. Just for you. You have a child, please take this bread for you. They will never say no to you. People are there. And those are not suffering. We are the suffering people because we are keeping everything as a selfishness. So we are the poor, not them. Those people, God caused them for our life blessing. This is being done. A couple of days back, with some servant of the church, we went into the street. It was raining and windy. And people were needing food. But we were giving the food. Do you think we are not coming back happy? We came back very happy. Is the happiness because I bought a new glass or I bought a new mobile? No, no, no. I can be happy with that for a few minutes, 1 hour, 2 days, whatever. But that happiness when you help others is an everlasting happiness. Why? Because simply God is telling you when you do that with those little, as if you done it with me. So this is exactly the heavenly happiness, heavenly joy that God is telling you, I will let you taste little of that joy in the heaven. So that type of happiness is everlasting with you. But the happiness of buying a car, a house, you will be happy with it for a few time, months, days, years, but that one will be everlasting. When I was in South Africa last month, I asked everyone in the congregation, please come and let's go to see the people in the street. We went to the street with the minivan. Maybe South Africa is less security than here in Johannesburg. But what happened? We went already at 3 o'clock afternoon. We went to drop the food to the people. I have seen people sitting in the garden waiting for food. And other people next to them doing prayer. But they are not sharing the food with them. That's why when we went there, I was not upset from others who did not share. I was saying, thanks God that you allow me to take the blessing of them. So this is a real blessing. When you give them in the time they need it. Do you think they are waiting for us? No. If you are not, someone else. So these are the blessings. Don't let it go. If you find the blessing, God sent it to you, don't let it go. Even if you share a part of the bread with me. Even if I'm a very, very poor and I have only one piece of bread, I will share it. No problem. Don't worry. Don't fail into selfishness, even in the small things. This verse is very important, which says, who justify the wicked for a bribe and take away justice from the righteous man. This is also we do it in our life. I say, okay, but in order to finish for you this thing, let me take this money. I will finish it for you. This is a bribe. I'm supporting the bribe. I'm supporting the corruption. Then we say, no, no, no. I will do the right thing. If I'm working with God the Mighty, why I have to pay corruption? When I pay it, I take the right of another person. So the righteous man, I take the right of the righteous man, and I done it. I may, if I stop doing that, this person might be better, but he's under weakness of corruption. So whenever I give him, he will be encouraged to do it more. He will be always doing that. So if I stop it and you stop it, what will happen? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The terminology of the world will take us into, please, let's do it because this is the terminology, this is the language. You cannot finish your paper, you cannot do the school stuff without doing that all. We say no. We are not going in that. This is against the Bible. Don't tell me that I'm a servant in the church with an attitude of a good servant in the church, but when I go outside, I have to change my attitude. Don't tell me the terminology of the world is different than the terminology of the church. If I am son of God, I'm son of God. If I am the son of the world, I'm a son of the world. I will do the right thing, and that's it. I will not do the wrong thing. Happens? Yes, happens. Sometimes I fail into that, but I get a wake up to wake me up. No, no, don't do that. Do the right thing. If you are mistaken, say I'm mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, then I'm not. I will follow the right way. Happens a lot when we drive our cars and they stop us. You were speedy. I say apology, but I was doing this and this and this and this. Do I pay bribe? No. They charge me full. What can I do? But at least I do the right thing. I ask a forgiveness if he can do it for me. If not, then it's okay. No bribe. Because this is not right. That will lead me into what? A different thing. Again, that is like what? I'm going down the hill, holding the rope, and I thought that, I controlled the fine. I will not pay it much, and I pay only less for his pocket, and that's it. What happened? You are going down the hill with the rope on a wheel. It means you're going fast, but you think yourself you are controlling, but you are not controlling. You allow things little, it will take you into long way. You cannot go up again. It will take you time to go up. Control it from the beginning. Okay? Therefore, as a fire devours the stubble and the flame consumes the chaff, so their root will be as rottenness, and their blossom will be a scent like dust, because they have rejected the law of the Lord of hosts and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. What does mean? Those people who feel proud with their sin, feel proud that they are like illegal immigrant, for example. They do the fake paper to stay. They think that we are drinking and we are stable and we are strong and we are like strong men when we sit in a nice sitting and drinking. Those people who are proud of the sins they are doing, God will not let it go. Some people, when you sit with them, I had a relation with this and this. I was doing that and that. I already gained that money. I bought that thing from a corrupted thing. Do you think God would let it go? Here is the result. When he say, a fire devours the stubble and the flame consumes the chaff. So their root will be as rottenness, and their blossom will be a scent like dust. Why, God? Why you do that all? When we ask God why, he will say, because they have rejected the law of the Lord of hosts. Where is the law? The one we just read it now. And despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. And that is exactly what God is warning us to do. Be careful. You will enjoy with it a little bit. But then the result is not that good. Because you break the law of God, who told us what we need to do. Therefore, the anger of the Lord is aroused against his people. He has stretched out his hand against them and stricken them, and the hills trembled their crasses where are refuse in the midst of the streets. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. Even though when God allows that to happen to them, there's still a message on that. There is still a message that God stretched his hand. You know what stretched means? Not to do like that. When you do like that. You remember when Peter was walking on the water? God would say he was stretching his hand. The right translation for that stretching is like put your hand like that. No, more into that, like this. So God, even when that calls for them, it's a message. The moment they will be judged, it's a message. He's still stretching your hand. Come and leave that all. That will not benefit you when you are standing in front of the throne. And as the book of Revelation say, the book will be opened and everyone, the angel will say what you have done. Then there is no chance. But while we are breathing every day and we wake up every day in the morning, opening our eyes, still breathing, this is a new chance for you to correct where we stand, to correct what we have done wrong yesterday. If we do that practice, sin for you and a weakness will be something strange. You will not go into that because you get strength day and day. So that's why every time I got an issue in my life, I think it's a problem. I think it's not a problem. It's the way God is permitting that to let us understand we need to come back again. That's why the saints, like Saint Paul and Saint Anthony, why their life has been changed? They are saints and they are full of virtues. Why it's been changed? Because simply they have seen a funeral. Someone died and says that the coffin does not carry pockets. So why I have to fight with my brother for an inheritance? Why? To enjoy little time of my life with it, and then I stand in front of my brother and I stand in front of my family in a court. I lose the holy relations that God gave to us as a family because I need only to take that inheritance for an enjoyment for a few minutes. I lose the commandment of God and I fell into adultery. Do I have to that, or I make a holy family as God gave it? When he got consecrated the matrimony and the marriage in Cana al Galilee, it means he should be there. If he's not there, then it's not right. He's not blessing that, then it's not right. So why I go for that? All of that is like messages. We should understand it. Even if we are different than others. The church is different than the world. The world is evangelizing against us, against the church. We say no sexuality. You say no, there is. Stand in front of the court. You have to fight for your right. What right? We've been created man and a woman. That's it. Adam and Eve, and there is no third. So what right you are fighting? Go and have to drink and fight for the what drinks? The Bible is full about points talking about drinks, about alcohol. And we still fight until today about it. Some places, believe me, they call themselves churches, they are selling that inside. What kind of people you are? What kind of Bible you created to yourself to follow that? Why? No, this is our nature. I say no, it's not a nature. When the Bible being written and we receive it as an Old Testament and a New Testament, it was written for everyone, not one living on the ice land and not one living in a very hot place. No, it's the same. It's like all creation. No, it means no. Why? Because it's written here a lot. We are talking about Isaiah, okay? The 5th chapter. Until now, we read more than 6 times. Imagine the rest of the Bible says what? No one will be weary or stumble among them. No one will be slumber or sleep, nor will be built on their lion be loosed, nor the strap of their sandals be broken. Who those people? And then those arrows are sharp, and all their bows bent their horses. Hooved will seem like flint, and their wheels like whirlwind. Their roaring will be like a lion. They will roar like young lions. Yes, they will roar and lie hold of the prey, they will carry it away safely, and no one will deliver. In that day they will roar against them like the roaring of the sea. And if the book to the land, behold darkness and sorrow, and the light is darkness by the cloud. This is all the result of not following the word of God. This all started by what? He's telling us why you do all of this. If I give you the best thing, what's the best thing you give us to God? What's the best thing you give to us? I give you my likeness and image. I bought the best vine yard in the best place, very fruitful. I build you a hedge. I make a tower. I made everything. But what happened? You did not give me the right fruit because it's your choice. So when we follow our way of thinking, we draft. When we follow the commandment, even it is against the worldly terminology, we are right. Don't worry. If you are doing the things that everyone is looking to say, oh, what crazy is this person? Yes. Better for me to be crazy in your eyes and accepted in the eyes of God more than being accepted in your eyes and I fail to be in the God's eyes as a right person. Does not matter what you will judge. Does not matter what you will see. Only matters what my inner and my teaching from the Bible is allow me to do. I'm sitting between you, you say, no, you have to drink. We are in a party, we are in a wedding, we are this and this. It's for free. We say, no, no, it's not about that. It's about if I start that little, it means what? Holding court down the hill. You will not control yourself. Even you think I'm in control. No, you're not. You're just very fast down. When the others say to you, well, you are not like us, very difficult for you to be like me, and very easy for me to be like you. This you have to put in your between your eyes. When people say, why you don't do like us? Why you don't try this one? Why you do? No, 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 no. I can do everything. It's easy for me to go the same direction, but it's very hard for you to follow that direction. So it's always very, very easy to revenge and very hard to forgive. So let's have that commandment in our eyes, in our heart. Let's do it. Let's always learn the Bible from the church, not outside the church. Because there is like leaders who think themselves wise in their eyes, but in fact, they are deceiving and misleading. Understand it? Okay. So we can take one verse of today's chapter to keep it in mind. We will go to the first verses. We can say this verse together. What more could have been done to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Can we have this one in mind? Can we say it all together? Verse number 4. What more could have been done to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Can we say it all together? What more could have been? What more could have been done to my vineyard that I have not done in it? We have to keep that one in mind to know that God gave us everything, and anything else we are doing is up to our choices. Okay? The only thing make people collapse nowadays all over the world when we use our brain to the direction of the Bible. We start to come again in the Bible. If it is not matching to our needs, earthly needs, we come again in the Bible. Okay? So very important we follow the teaching, we know that the teaching can be only our salvation is in the church. Noah's ark, why people did not think that they can do another one, a small ark next to him? Because there is no other choices. The only place is the church, no other places. Understand it? Okay. May Lord bless you all. Then we meet next Saturday for chapter number 6. Okay? God bless you all. Yes. Yeah. We can write our names on the attendance, so I can give you the card. God bless you, sisters.